Hello and welcome to my mini vlogging series. I am doing this for fun, accountability, I guess to show perspective of my life and to give me something else to do besides my homework. Woohoo! I have two horses, Max and Jack. I will be showing you roping, barrels, lessons that I do, although I can't reveal the whole lesson because you have to pay for that. I'll be showing you me going to jackpots and hopefully winning some money this year. Actually just finished torrential downpouring. Hop in my car, go up to the barn, change my shoes, and then I'll go out and get them. Here are the boys. This one's Max. That one's Jack. They're needy, but they don't like love. I just brought them in from the field. It's so cold and so muddy. Okay, I'm gonna get them unblanketed, brushed, and tacked. I'm gonna fly through it, hopefully 10 minutes, and then we'll be down at the arena. Because it's super muddy outside, I'm gonna put the Equidust in their hooves. I have a discount code for this, and you can get like 10% off. It's Sienna S Equine. Okay, they're all groomed up. Time to tack. They're this fat because they just had a very long break, which it was deserved. They are tacked and ready to go. I will see you down at the arena. So welcome. We got both of them tacked up. Jack's loose right now, but he's never really loose if Max is around because he goes to Max. Anyways, Jack, would you like to give an introduction? No? Cool, I'll do it. Jack is about 12 years old. He's grayed. He's built like a tank. He's fat right now, but when he's like muscly, oh god. He's a sexy little lad. Mainly my rope horse. He's done healing. Apparently he's done heading. Apparently he's done nowhere. Apparently he's done calf roping. He was my goat horse in high school rodeo, my current breakaway horse. And out of spite, I made him into a phenomenal barrel horse, like capital, however you spell phenomenal. He's a particular horse who he's loving. He's good with kids. And when I do work for this equine company and they need a horse to show to kids, people, whoever, this is the guy. Hey, baby. So, let's get working. Welcome to my arena, where we find 5-inch, 4-inch bolts in the sand. As you can tell, it has most definitely been a month. During that month, I saw them 4 times. I let them be horses, and I don't care. Horses need to be horses. They've done pretty much 2 years straight of rodeos, barrel races, jackpotting. Yeah, so, and they've only ever had like a week or a couple days off in between everything. So, for my mental health and for the sake of them being happy, they got a month off. They got extremely fat. They are extremely easy keepers. They're both on grain once a day. And they have, I think, 3 round bales in their field, which they share between 6 other horses. Oh, hello. Jack's had a little coughing problem lately when we're warming up. Nothing's coming out. But we're dealing with it. The weather here has been up and down. It's been 9 degrees, -9. 9, -9. Ooh, hello. It's also been snowing, raining, sunny, everything. They live outside. It's bound to happen. This is our second ride, and he's very reliable. We're in a roping saddle now. I want Jack to focus more on roping this winter than barrels. So I'm really trying to, should be riding with this hand, really trying to practice riding him in the way I would need to. Whereas when I ride Max, I ride him in the way I need to, because Max does nothing besides barrels. He is a phenomenal pole horse. I suck at poles. He takes advantage. We burn money. Max has also apparently head. He's been the head side of a team. Apparently back in Alberta. Hell if I know. I don't team rope. I'd love to team rope. Roping makes me happy. I'm not very good at it, but it makes me happy. Probably happier than barrels has ever made me. I could never pull a check and break away again. As long as Jack worked good and I feel proud of myself, then that's that. And back up. Come on. Good boy. What else should we talk about? Let's say this is our life story. Life story? Yeah? Give me a nod. Yeah. Life story. Mom, deathly terrified of horses. Like a rural city kid, if that makes sense. She was an academic who wasn't that academic. Like she'll admit it. She's not the smartest person in the world when it comes to school. She's my mother, though. I don't actually really know what she did in her childhood. I know that her family didn't have a lot of money growing up. So there's 3 kids. She's the oldest. The middle is my Zia. And the youngest is my Zio. My dad is youngest of 2. He has a sister, my aunt. He was a cash crop farmer. He really struggled in school. His dad said, you can be a farmer all you want, but you need to go learn a trade, because if this doesn't kick it anymore, you need to have a backup plan. So my dad learned welding. He started his own welding business when he was like 20, 19, super young, like my age basically. And I'm trying to remember. And you know what? He did great for himself. He owns a business now. He's not a very horsey person though, but I always went by, if the horse likes my dad writes the check. As I've grown up, the horses have definitely become more my responsibility. Fair, fine. I'm in online university right now out of Alberta. Obviously, I'm not in Alberta right now, so it's all asynchronous. #love. But I also hate school. I want to drop out. I never wanted to go to college or university in the first place. Went to 1 semester of in-person college. Absolutely despised it. Basically never showed up. Didn't fail anything. I think I dropped English before I failed it. Whatever. What else? I taught Jack how to barrel race out of spite, like I mentioned earlier. This girl was going around. She made me feel really isolated, really alone. She was weird. That's all I can really say. But moral of the story, she was going around telling everyone that she bought a 1D Pro barrel horse out of the States. You're looking at him. He ain't no 1D Pro barrel horse out of the States. He's a grade gelding. Who the fart knows where he came from? All I know is this little horse has got more heart and soul than she'll ever have. So she tried to barrel race him at 1 rodeo. I said, you need to run him on this and you need to run him in slack. She said, no, I know what I'm doing. She, in fact, didn't know what she was doing. She didn't make it around the second barrel before Jack said, before I embarrass myself, I'm going home. Yeah. That was funny. So after I picked up my life, after she left, I said, you know what, Jack? We're doing it. So in a little bit less than a year, I had him consistently running a 15.9 at finals back in October. He almost ran better than Max did. So this little horse is the best thing that's ever happened to me in the whole world. Hey, look, Stinky. How did we get you? My parents aren't allowed to come to my shows. It's mine thing. As soon as I could drive myself, I did. But they came. I could not drive myself at that point. My parents were like, "You're not getting a second horse over our dead bodies." My mom came to me. She was like, "I could see you having another horse that was red." So we, there's this horse. Him. I was looking at him. I said, "Yo, if I can get my parents to get on it, can we stop by?" She said, "Yep." We stopped by. I tried him. He loved my dad. We pooled my winnings from that day because I won the 1D at a jackpot. My pole winnings, we pooled all my money. My dad's money. Keep in mind, I think I only contributed like $500. Whatever. My mom, we put that deposit on him, left him there, went home. And then dropped Max off here at the farm. Went back up to like Stratford, I think. And then we picked up little Jack. Hey, Jack! There's raccoons in here. Anyways, currently one of my best friends is in Texas right now, college rodeoing. I am over the, Jack's been coughing lately. Pretty fucking weird. I don't understand why. But we have him on Buckley's. I think he has a cold, or it's the weather, because the weather's horrible here. It's so cold. Let me see if I can call Tom back. I'll try and kind of do the same thing with Max as I did with Jack. So Max is 11. He is registered to AQHA. He is, I think he's something special, but I'm not like a paper like wizard, so I don't really know. I think the only thing I know is he has two-eyed Roni in him. The only reason I know that is because he turns a little bit around and my heart flutters. His name is MM Smarty Hancock, so he does have Hancock in him. He's a Hancock through and through. He's moody, he's stubborn, but he's very stoic, very gentle, loving when he wants to be, and he has that typical beautiful Hancock look to him, the very uniqueness, I guess. He is a liver chestnut. You don't see many of those. Ooh. Good. No one ever really knows he's a liver chestnut. He has a beautiful long mane, which I basically have to keep braided 24/7. What else? Tragic story to why I have him, like on my end. I had a mare. Her name was June. She was Okie Dokie Bully. She was bred really good. She was blown up though. I was way overmounted when I got her. We were at a high school rodeo in April, whatever year. She took a really bad slipper on the second. I didn't know that. Okay. Really bad slipper on the second. Got back under herself. Got us to the third. Went around third. And as soon as she was coming home, her back legs basically dropped out from underneath her. She couldn't get them back up. She basically ran home dragging her back legs. Tragic. Didn't know that had happened. That high school rodeo in particular, a friend of mine let me bring his horse to goat tie and breakaway rope off of, and I said, look, like June hurt herself, I can't goat tie off her, can I use Chapo? He's like, yeah, but he's a calf horse, like he's gonna launch you. Chapo did not launch me. Chapo was a sweet angel baby. And then ever since that high school rodeo, we spent April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 7 months rehabbing her. I think we assumed she had EPM because you can get a test done. It's like $500 and it doesn't come back conclusive or not. Like, it's like, yeah, she might have it, or no, she might not have it. So you're basically burning $500. Like, you might as well just get the meds, put them in them. So we got the meds. They worked, but they didn't work. Had no muscle function, control, or stability in her back end specifically. Fast forward to October, we were like, okay, I want to compete. Like, this, I love this horse dearly, but I want to compete. Like, about a week later on a Thursday. And on that Thursday, I was in school. So Brian went, they tried to take her blood, and she fell in the cross ties. And the vet said, look, you got to put this horse down now, like, as soon as possible. Like, say your goodbyes, put her down. Act of humanity. I do believe in putting horses down if it's time. I don't believe in doing it like inhumanely, whatever the word is. I don't believe in doing it if it's not the right time. We ended up putting her down because she didn't get her foot up on an inch of concrete. She fell, hit her head. It was nobody's fault. And I will say that till the day I die, nobody is responsible for that. So insurance wanted us to get an autopsy, so we did. And I'm very thankful that we did get an autopsy because I know what happened now. Like, I know. She had EPM in her C6 and her spine. Don't know how she got it. The week that the vet was supposed to come, we had looked at Max. I was like, yeah, it's a cool horse. Sure. After buying 3 horses, I now have a rough idea of what a horse is and isn't worth. So I do believe I overpaid for Max by a bit. No numbers will be said. I think compared to a lot of other horses, he wasn't ridiculous, but still, whatever. I said, look, like, we're just trying to get stuff figured out with this mare at home. Please, like, give me a bit. So then we put June down. And the next day I messaged him. I said, look, I had to put my horse down. I need a horse. I want this horse. And he said, I saw your post about having to put down your horse, and I kept him. I was going to send him to the States, but I think you really wanted him, and you just, like, I understand. So basically, he didn't sell Max, didn't ship him to the States to get sold because he saw the fact that I had to put down my horse. Truly tragic. Whatever. Through and through. Me and Dad went to go pick up Max after getting a vet check. And he's at home. We've had lots of ups and downs. We won a 2D, 1D, whatever. We won a 2D pole bending title. It's cool. I haven't really done anything else with him. Max and I have really struggled to click over the past couple of years. We didn't click, and then we clicked really, really, really well. And then we didn't click, and now we're back in the slump. Our second barrel is definitely our problem. It is most likely my fault. I don't know why. I don't know how. I mean, I do know how and I do know why. But in the summer at least, I was working very close side by side to do what I needed to do. Finals was really heartbreaking for me this past year. I walked out of there not winning a cent, not winning a ribbon, not winning diddly squat. And that's when I said, you guys need to sit in the field and I need to sit at home and I need to think about this. So I'm really trying to take a hold and find my love for horses, and specifically this horse. Again, he's a great horse. I love him. I do love him, but it's definitely the struggle. So let's ride. I definitely feel like this video is going to be longer than most, as it's more of an introductory to me, to the horses. You don't really have a fun story. I told your story. I just bought you. There was no secret mission behind it. I grew up doing every sport, every instrument. I was in every single damn club in elementary school. Volleyball, baseball, soccer, skating, basketball, dance. I think I did ballet, hip hop, contemporary, whatever, bunch of those. I was also on the school teams for majority of those sports. I did running, I did track. I hate running, I hate track. What else did I do? Hello. I really enjoyed weightlifting in high school. I started riding in grade 7 because like that was the thing, you know? Like maybe it was grade 6. Grade 6 or 7. I started riding because that was like the thing. Everybody in my grade, we all rode at this little English barn, unsafe as hell. Like, oh, it was a lawsuit waiting to happen there. My first day was horrible. Couldn't find my horse, sank to my knees in my breeches, whatever they're called, English tights. No hate on English. I sank to my knees in my cream khaki colored English tights in mud, and I had no clue which horse I was supposed to get. My mom didn't come the first lesson. I was dropped off by my mom's friend. It was horrible. Worst experience. But I was always taught, if you start something, you finish it through to like the end of your season, the end of your term, whatever. So I did. I hated English, hated flat work, hated jumping. I hate leaving the ground. Max is a little wonky. The first horse that I rode, his name was Simon. He was a tiny little bay, biggest forelock you've ever seen. But all good things come to an end. Mom pulled me from there, and we have a family friend who is my brother's godmom. She has horses. They like English, Western. She kind of does everything with them. And she had this beautiful big black Morgan named Noir. So she's like, I'll teach Sienna. So she started teaching me English, and I loved it. I loved it with Sharon because Sharon was gentle and sweet. It was one-on-one, and I loved Noir. Like, if I fell off, Noir wouldn't run. She wouldn't spook. She would just like put her nose down and be like, yo, you alive? I loved her. I missed her. I miss her. She passed away shortly before June passed away. When I was riding Noir, though, I was like, yo, I see these girls that live on your road. They barrel race. I want to do that. So, because of two girls, one's my age, one's a couple years older, I got to be exposed to barrel racing, and they kind of inspired me. And then Sharon said, yep, you can do it. You got to learn how to ride English, though, through and through. Balance, whatever. I have zero balance now. She got really sick and I couldn't ride her anymore. So then, fast forward, one of my dad's friends, his wife is huge in the barrel racing world. But I definitely feel like there's been a bunch of people that have built me, and it's been a lot of me learning on my own and teaching myself. Anyways, she helped my parents find June, and off I went. I did a couple high school rodeos on Noir, but like I said, she got sick, couldn't ride, got better, still couldn't ride her. She got sick again. They put her down. I understand, you know, and a little choppy. So yeah, my parents got me June on their wedding anniversary in April. I think that's the funniest thing. I think it was like April 14th, 13th, something like that. My God, Jack's even part of the bail. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So that's kind of that story and how I started riding. I just never found things interesting enough to stick with them for a longer period of time. I still really struggle to stick to hobbies and just things I like. When it comes to TV shows, I watch the same ones over and over and over again because I know what's going to happen. I finished watching Dexter last night and I full-blown had a mental breakdown over it. Asked my boyfriend. It was dumb, but I do. I like the things that I like, and that's that. I have like 4 pairs of the same Ariat jeans. I have 4 pairs of Kynes Olivias, 2 light, 1 dark, and 1 Livy. I can rank them favorite to least favorite. I have a lot of clothes, but I only wear what I like. I know what I like. And I know what I like and I stick to what I like. Oh, I fell forward there because I know how hard it is for me personally to stick to things. I don't know why. That's always been something I've struggled with. Currently my favorite color is red, and anything cheetah print I love. I found this jean jacket again and I've been wearing it nonstop no matter how cold it is. I do live in the southern part of Ontario, so I run in Ontario District 2 for NBHA. I do Rawhide Rodeo and IPRA. I hit a Black Creek this summer and it was so fun. The girls were so nice. They did mess up my breakaway draw, so I ended up having I ended up having Jack tacked up for like 5 hours waiting to go because I didn't know when I was going and I thought it was in perf and I wasn't in perf. That was not fun. 3, oh, good boy. Cool, let's slope a little bit and then home time. We're really working on Max's head bobbling and pulling in his mouth because I injured my shoulder twice really badly, and then just having Max constantly pulling on it never helped. But I'm finally in a spot now where I can go and rope for 30 minutes, and when I'm done, my shoulder isn't in excruciating pain and I can still operate as a human being.
A real good girl. I got the baddest bitch in the world. I'm driving black on black. Just got my license back. No matter where we go, 'cause everybody hit, we take every feeling.
I also don't blame the boys for not having the best form. The footing in here is atrocious, hence why you won't really see me push them past what they're comfortable with. I have tried to get more footing put in, but that I just have come to the conclusion will not happen, and this arena will be used as storage. Hence why I found that 4-inch bolt in the sand. I can see a lot of like the peat gravel coming up, and this was a broodmare barn or a stud barn. I honestly think this might be the easiest for everybody to just kind of throw stuff. So like I understand, but I am one of the only people here that consistently rides. So it definitely can be a struggle when I'm trying to keep them fit and trying to train, and all I can really do is circles and like serpentines and stuff. So that is frustrating. I do truly love the barn manager here. She's been with me through June and both of these guys, and she is like the kindest like soul on earth. She is an angel. I love her to bits. She does lease this place from the OG owners. So I don't want to leave this place because of the care that is given to my boys and the love that is shown to them and the love that was shown to June. But sometimes the facilities are frustrating, but as a boarder, you have to take the good with the bad. And I think that's in life too. You just have to take the good with the bad and roll with the punches and just be grateful for what's available, because there could be no indoor arena at all. And that would mean riding outside. And I am not a fan of the cold. So I do understand it. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Back up. Good boy. Oh. So now Max will get his cool down while helping me pick up poop. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I won't bore you with untacking and putting them away. It's drizzling, it's muddy. There's no point in doing that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Max and I are going to now clean up poop and head back up to the barn. Thank you very much.